Hello and welcome to the HuskeyNinja review of Art Academy Sketchpad on the Wii U. Now, I don't own the rights to this, so this is actually basically like for Art Academy games on the DS, but on the Wii U. We have Studio, Portfolio, we have Lessons and Gallery, which does say coming soon. So we shall start with Studio. You can choose to go with any of these as your reference picture. But I would choose no image. You can also choose what sort of canvas, like pastel, cartridge, and smooth. I shall be using the smooth. As you can see, it becomes white. On the tablet, you got your pencils and stuff with different gradients. And I shall be drawing navy, or as other people call Navi, for a period of time as best I can. I'm still getting used to this program. Now, it's really simple art program. I have done quite a few of my drawings on, and it is really rather fun to use. And it's like the tablet art program in a way, but on the Wii U, and I got on the eShop. For I think it was like nearly £5 on the eShop. I do have an eraser, and it's basically doing like the simple skeletal framework for Navi as we speak. I have drawn her once before on using colors on the 3DS. That's my skeletal framework and done for Navi. Now I just basically go over to my color pencils, which are like this, and on the top we see a little like artist easel. That's for your different colors. You got blending tool, eraser, plaything, which I have no idea what it's for, and say your different pen sizes. It's got oil pastels as well. I'm going to use the light, like mediumly light pale blue for the main part of her body on a thick sort of lead size. This is like a little bit bigger. And I'm just going over the edge. If you look at her illustration, she's sort of like over her edge of her thorn line to represent her glowing, which makes it easier for drawing her. And then I get my blender tool, which is a big white chunky thing, and I just blend. And then I get a different blue. So you can see which one I'm using. It's the one that's highlighted. And I have done like, this is how I've done CL with Phantom Hive's eye, and Grell's eye, and quite a few other drawings, including drawings of Ginger in London, and Kayla, I think is how you pronounce the name. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, but this is how I did theirs. As you can see, if I blend it, you have the same like orangey, like berry type glow. And next I just pick out a pale, like gray, silvery color. Now you can actually zoom in and because I have a grid for those who are used to using grid work. I tend to go for like freehand. And at school in art, when I was going to for school, secondary school, we were taught to do art using a grid. And so when I'm doing my drawing, I actually automatically see a grid when I'm drawing. Now don't worry, go a bit over the line a little. But you're gonna like layer it a little. As you can see by blending, because there's like quite a few pencil lines. And it adds to her like fairy like charm. I quite like. Now go for a darker gray in a thin lead, and I use that gray on the second palette. And now I just zoom in onto her wings, use it up on the D-pad to do the little fiddly little bit of detailing, which take quite a few strokes to do. But after a while it gets like quite fairy like charm, but you can do her wings like pattern bit all different. As it helps. And I have done Gokaku and Lin from Vocaloid down here with sakura cherry blossoms behind them, like falling. Now the noises you're hearing in the background is actually Minty. It's like basically that is what's like when you're zooming in. It's good when you're doing really fine detailing. But it doesn't show you zooming in on your TV. But from a little faint square you can actually see move. So you know exactly where you're working. Now I'm not saving this drawing of it in that beat. That's one way you can do it with like squares and bulkiness. But there's a way I did it on the Wii on Colors 3D, where it's just those and those circles. It doesn't matter if it's like messy and stuff. Because it's like, for example, butterflies' wings aren't always the same. As you can see, there's a lot finer detailing, but that's uncompared. So you can see like the circles look a lot better than doing it as you see on some Google image results if you type in Legend of Zelda Navi. And that's basically how you draw her. You also have like oil pastels, which are go up to 3 thicknesses, like you have that thickness in oil pastels, that type of thickness, and then you got really quite like bulky kind, which is good for when you're doing background. Well, with pencil, you only basically have a bright color, but easy to just think. Got that kind, and you got the second option, and it's like that too with your drawing pencil equipment, where it's like that. You got basically that thickness and that one, and that's pretty much all you have for your pencils. And I shall show you like one of my drawings I've done. And I'll just exit out of this so you guys can like see some other art I've done in my portfolio. I have had to erase some of my work, so please have room for more, as you are actually limited for space in your portfolio. It has Ciel, which is my first ever drawing I did on here, where I started with his eye. And then I did Grell, which was the hardest to do. And I have Sandra in London, based off her ID pic on DeviantArt. Then I have Pikachu's head, or face. Then I found really beautiful stuff on DeviantArt. And then I have a guy doing a still life door. Then I have Michaela. Everybody spells her name. The legendary from Pokemon X, who I can't actually remember the name of. And Kokaboo. And Glenn. And when I started months ago of Anakin. And those are pretty much my ones I have saved. But I do have more which I have put onto DeviantArt. There's like, you got gallery that says coming soon, and lessons that say coming soon. So, don't know if I will or won't when those come up. Please do a review on those parts. So, thank you for watching my review on Art Academy sketchpad on the Wii U. This is HuskeyNinja signing off.